Okay, this is RayJ2 here, and it's been about a week since I did my last Zelda impressions video, so it's about time that I'm going to do another one. I'm a lot farther in the game now, and since I'm farther in the game, there's going to be a bit more story-related things, some mild spoilers. If you don't want to see that, then you should probably not watch this. But a couple things to mention. I did one of the ancient guardians, the Zora one. I'll get into that in a moment. But before anything else, I want to talk about the awesomeness that is shield surfing. Shield surfing is so much fun in this game. It reminds me a lot of 1080 degree snowboarding on the N64, not the GameCube one, but it's just so much fun to slide down a hill. I went to an ice-covered mountain, and I had to do like a couple of like snowboarding challenges. It made me really miss the old extreme sports games that I used to play all the time. We don't really get those anymore, but Zelda is a lot of fun. Like you can get on your shield and you can just like straight up, I want to say snowboard, but that is what I was doing. I was going down a snow-covered mountain, but it doesn't have to be snow. It can be any kind of a mountain. You can even attack enemies while like riding down. You can shoot arrows at them. It's a lot of fun. But I also did the Zelda, the Rudo quest, the Zora's quest, not the Rudo's quest. The Zora's quest. I had to attack a giant elephant. I had to do a dungeon inside. The dungeon was quite difficult. I have to admit, it took me like a good 2 hours because I was stuck for a long time trying to figure out how to solve the puzzle. And I got something interesting, something that I wasn't expecting to get. A heart container. Is the first heart container I've seen in the entire game, and I have about at least 30 hours of playtime by now. I want to say that sounds about right. I've been just upgrading my stamina. I completely maxed out my stamina. Every time it's ready for an upgrade, they give you an option. You want to upgrade your health or your stamina. I choose stamina every time because I like climbing. You can climb everywhere in the game. You can use it to bypass encounters, sneak over things. I've found secrets, like secret fountains, secret areas, just by climbing on the highest part of like the mountains that I can go, just looking around. The more stamina you have, the more you can fly over things, the longer and further you can fly. There's no need for health. So far, everything seems to be pretty, like all you need is like some armor and like a defense up boost, and I know a place where I can get fairies now, so I'm not dying as often as I'd like. Oh, and after I beat the giant elephant near the Zora's domain, I got this new ability that heals me. Like it gives me like 5 or 6 extra hearts every time I die, with like a 30-minute cooldown timer, and that's just ridiculous. It's like there's really no reason to upgrade your health unless you're really having a bad time. Stamina is the way to go, at least for me. I like upgrading my stamina and all that stuff. I've been uncovering pieces of the map. I stormed Ganon's castle. I keep calling it Ganon's castle. It's Hyrule Castle. I stormed it twice. The first time, I didn't get very far. I got one-shotted like halfway through. The second time, I actually made it all the way to the top, and I encountered a boss rush full of bosses that I hadn't seen before, because I did this before doing the elephant boss. I can't remember his name. Divine Beast something. There is a interesting set of bosses up on the top. I wasn't able to beat it because I ran out of arrows. Arrows are very difficult to come by in this game, I noticed. So now, every time I'm in the store, I'll buy all their arrows, regular arrows, not the elemental ones. I'll buy because I've been really running out of arrows, and there's no way to easily get them. You can't find them in the grass. You can't craft them, as far as I know. It's very annoying, but whatever. I also want to talk about the stealth in this game. I'm not really one for stealth mechanics in a game, but I really, really enjoy the stealth in Breath of the Wild. I have an outfit that makes me silent. I've discovered an island that removes all of your gear, forces you to do it like shirtless, and when the first time I discovered this island, and they stripped me of all this gear, and they said, use your wits, use your survival, most importantly, use stealth, I said out loud, this is awesome. And I never talk to myself when I'm playing a game, so the fact that this made me actually admit that this was a cool thing was, well, pretty cool, I guess. But it's definitely an awesome game. I can't wait to play more. I have one of the 4 divine beasts conquered. I can't wait to see the rest. One thing that I've been annoyed about a little bit is the extreme temperature in some of the areas. And it's not really something to get annoyed about. It's just I don't have the right potions, I guess you should say, to fully explore these areas. Like, I have access to Death Mountain, but I can't go there without catching on fire instantly. I've been looking for a place to buy elixirs so I can go there, but I don't know where it is. But I'm sure I'll find it at some point. It's a lot of fun. I've been crafting everything that I need by myself, so I have a lot of potions to survive the cold, not necessarily the heat. And shield surfing is awesome. I found the Hylian shield. Still looking for the Master Sword, but I'll discover it when I discover it. Supposedly you can find it in the world, so I can't wait to find it for myself. And what else happened? That's about as much as I can think of. I visited the desert for a little bit. I went to the Gerudo area. They wouldn't let me in. I thought my face mask would be enough to cover myself, but apparently not. Looking forward to whatever is in there. It could be anything, literally anything, because I have not discovered it. So Zelda Breath of the Wild, awesome game. Play it on Wii U, play it on Switch, it doesn't matter, just play the game. It's one of the year's best for sure. And I'll do another impressions video once I get farther into the game, but hopefully these were nice enough to watch, and I'll see you next time.